So, hello there. I hope you all are doing good. In fact, great. I am so glad and overwhelmed by the response I got on my very first video. So, I'm going to take this liberty and post one video every day into this series where all the videos are in continuity so that your concepts are clear and you can go ahead with confidence, peace, be it for learning and putting your knowledge into application or for the interview purposes. So, without further ado, let's get started. So today we are going to be looking into setTimeout function. What exactly is a setTimeout function? A setTimeout executes a function or a piece of code once the timer expires. So what exactly is a timer, you might be wondering. Timer is nothing but just another parameter you pass to the setTimeout function, which tells the setTimeout function to, which is in milliseconds, and tells this setTimeout function to execute the function, which is another parameter, to execute after that many seconds, right? So let's just get started. I'll just create a button here on which I'll have an onClick function, execute timeout demo. That is what I'm going to name my function. Yes. So yeah, I'm just going to say click me. I'm going to say where demo item function I'm just going to say demo item is equal to set timeout, and this function, which is one of the parameters as I had mentioned, and this function will get executed after, let's say, 3 seconds. So I'm giving 3000 milliseconds here. This is another parameter. So yeah, what we want to do here is we would like to say hi after 3 seconds of clicking, if you're not sure what we are doing. So yeah, this is pretty much our setTimeout function. Let's see how it works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would be wondering, why did I declare this variable outside when I'm just using it inside the function? Well, I'll definitely get to it. Run. Okay, save, and I'm just gonna run this. Just gonna click this, fingers crossed. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so this is our setTimeout function. All right, so that's not completely it about setTimeout function. We do have a couple of things along with setTimeout function. Usually you do have some functions like clear timeout function, or you have a set interval and clear interval respectively. So what exactly is a clear timeout function? Sometimes you would like to stop this block of code to be executing. So what you do is, basically, you can just clear the timeout so that this entire block does not get executed. So let's say I'm just gonna have a button here on click of which I would be removing the timeout, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna say stop me, and just gonna have this function, right? And I say clear timeout, and I'm going to say demo item. Inside of that only we have the timeout which is residing, right? So I'm just going to save this and run this. I'm going to say click me 1, 2, and 3. We should ideally get it now. Yeah. So this is working fine. What if I want to stop it? So I just say click me and I just say stop me. So now even if we wait indefinitely, our setTimeout is not going to get fired, right? So that is setTimeout and clear timeout for now. Let's see what exactly is a set interval function, which I had just mentioned a while back. So I say interval demo. I'm just going to rename this to interval demo for the sake of understanding. And so the set interval function structure also is somewhat similar. We have a parameter here and we pass functions as one of the parameters. So what it does is that it sets the interval, which is 3000 seconds, and this keeps getting executed, right? Every 3 seconds. So this block of code will get executed after every 3 seconds. Okay, so along with clear set interval, we'll have clear interval, so that we don't want the this function to be keep on firing, right? So we would definitely want to stop it. So let's say run, and I say click me 1, 2, and 3. This gets fired once. I say okay. After another 3 seconds, yes, and another 3 seconds, so on and so forth. So to just stop this, I'm just going to say stop me. So now this is not going to get executed any further, right? I mean, you can wait for an indefinite amount of time and see, but yeah, it's definitely not going to get fired. All right, so that is about set timeout and set interval, clear timeout and clear interval. That is pretty much it. Yeah, I would like to point out that we can also pass n number of arguments with it. Let's say I pass something called hello. I have some variable called hello, which is a string which says hello, and I can just append it over here. Right, so let's see if this works. Yeah, so this hello gets printed, or let me just stop this. Let's just stop this hello. Let's see. So we can pass this way, we can pass n number of parameters to our set timeout function. Although remember that always the first parameter is going to be the function, and the second parameter is always going to be the time delay, and third and so on and so forth can be as many variables as you need inside the operation of this function, right? So this is pretty much how our set timeout function works, or set interval works. Having said this is the same for set timeout as well. I can show you. Even set timeout accepts n number of variables. I mean a number of parameters along with this. So click me. So I'm just gonna have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, hello is being printed, right? Which is a value inside this greetings variable. Alright, so that is set timeout and set interval, clear timeout and clear interval for now. Yeah, so why did we declare it outside over here? We declared it so that if we declared it inside this function, the scope would have been restricted over here. And since we have declared it over here, it's being hoisted globally, and it is accessible to this function inside, which I'm using to remove the timeout or clear the interval, right? So yeah, that is why I used variable hoisting and scoping and everything. I will be covering in the upcoming videos, right? So stay tuned for those. All right, so let's just get into the next stuff, next part of the video, next segment of the video. What I'm going to be talking about is some of the tricky, I'd say trivial questions which you face in the interviews. Let's say we have where array is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say we have a 5 element array, and let's say 7. Yeah, 6 elements array we have, and we're just going to be executing a for loop where I is equal to 0, I is less than array dot length, I plus plus right? So we have, and we're just gonna be putting this inside over here. So this is for this, and this is for the for loop, and this is for the function, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna put execute demo. All right, so what should be the output for this? Pause the video, write it down, figure it out, and check if it is the same. Okay, so what is the output for this? Let's just see. I say click me. 3 seconds are up. So my bad. I should have really. Let's say index is equal to plus I plus space value is equal to plus. Okay, we don't need this greetings. We have the set timeout. Oh yes, then this is getting executed. This function is getting executed. Okay, yeah. So what should be the value? What should be the alert we should be getting? Index 6 and value undefined. Is this what you were expecting? 2, 3, 4, 5. It's being printed 5 times, no? 6 times. Why is it happening? Any ideas? Okay, so let me explain. What exactly happens is this set timeout, this action is being delayed. This action is being delayed for 3 seconds. Within the 3 seconds, this is being iterated. It comes here, it goes out. So the value of I becomes 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so on and so forth. So at the end of this execution, its value will be equal to the length of the array. So the length of the array is 6, and we are starting from 0. When I say length of the array, we are starting from 0. So it'll go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it'll stop after the execution. It'll become 6, and then this will getting this is going to be incremented, and this will be executed 5 times, where the value of I would have become 6, and the what is there at the 6th index? There's nothing, right? So it's going to be displaying undefined. Yeah, why 6? Because at the 0, at the first run, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and still it'll increment once more, because at the last this thing it'll increment, but it'll not get executed over here because this condition will fail. That is why we will have this block being executed only 6 number of times and not 7 number of times, right? Because 6 is equal to the array length, but not less than the array length. So this block will be only executed 6 times and not 7 times, right? So yeah, that is the explanation. So this is one of the tricky questions you might encounter in your interviews. So I'm just going to stop here, and do let me know if you have any questions or comments in the comments below, and do let me know how you find the video. Like it, subscribe it, and yeah, bye bye, see you tomorrow.